When we come to this parliament, we come with the intention of making a difference. In many instances, I've had a terrific list of achievements, such as Triple Care Farm's youth ice detox facility, over $240 million for road upgrades in Gilmore, over $500 million invested in HMAS Albatross for the base redevelopment, new facilities for the Seahawk and Romeo helicopters, and the training facilities for Navy and Army helicopter crews. I've delivered $155 million for the new bridge in 4 intersections, and in 2017 we announced $13.8 million for the Far North Collector Road as a vital first step in this project. Jobs growth in Australia has had the best year on record, increasing for the 17th straight month, the longest run of jobs growth ever, and it's reflected in our local area. Overall, unemployment in Gilmore was sitting at 8.9% when I came into the job as the local member. It's now at 7.7%, and local youth unemployment has almost halved. The South Coast Regional Jobs Investment Package will create up to 1,000 jobs in our region, from Berry to Moruya. In 2017, the Gilmore Apprenticeship Drive saw over 1,300 participants gain an apprenticeship. Our new Local Employment Initiative Fund will directly support employment projects in the area, such as mentoring programs and the upskilling of people looking for work so they're job ready. Our new employment facilitator in Gilmore and our incubator support initiative will support our local residents also to find jobs. These are all Gilmore specific, but I'm also part of a government that has a long-term view of improving the quality of life for all Australians. More than 1 million jobs have been created since the Liberal National Government was elected in 2013. More Australians have full-time jobs than ever before. Full-time employment has risen by a robust 3.2% over the year, nearly 3 times the decade average rate of 1.1%. We're providing an additional $2.4 million a year for national disability advocacy programs in New South Wales and Queensland. We've also guaranteed that children with autism will continue to receive intensive support through specialised learning centres. Our tax relief for middle and low income earners will greatly benefit our local and whole Australian economy. In 2018 to 19, over 10 million Australians will get tax relief, with 4.4 million Australians receiving the full $530 benefit. 94% of Australian workers will not face a higher marginal tax rate of more than 32.5 cents in the dollar with our first priority low and middle income earners. We're increasing the pension work bonus. They can get an extra $50. That takes them up to $300 a fortnight. We're expanding the pension loan scheme to boost their income. We're delivering record investment in schools and average 50% more funding per student over a decade. A new childcare package will provide more support for more than 5,000 families in Gilmore. There are record levels of hospital funding, with a new agreement to deliver a 30% increase over 5 years. However, the more you work for resolutions for different groups, the more general and complex the cases become. As a local example, Michael Dignam and Liz Lewis, who run Milk and Honey Cafe in Kiama, may face the prospect of losing their business after issues surrounding the extension of their lease and their lodgement of expression of interest application. This cafe is well known and popular in Kiama, and we should be doing everything in our power. Sadly, it's a battle that lies with the state government, Crown Lands and local government. Another example is changing the way subcontractors are paid when the Tier 1 contractors like Lend-Lease refuse to make good on their debt responsibilities. Mark Nelson was subcontracted by Hewitt's Construction, and Hewitt's was subcontracting for Lend-Lease to work at HMAS Albatross. Lend-Lease, I believe, did not show proper due diligence. Hewitt's were paid but went into administration. There are frustrations in the process, and this is outlined in the investigative material that I supplied to the Australian Small Business and Family Enterprise Ombudsman. Finally, and more immediately, is the issue that I and many in my electorate consider as a crisis facing our dairy farmers. Recently, I wrote to the CEOs of Coles, IGA, Aldi and Woolworths, requesting they consider increasing the amount they pay to farmers. Just 20 cents a litre, 20 cents a dozen and 20 cents a kilogram for produce to help our farmers. For the last 8 years, the price of milk has been fixed at $1 a litre. It's pathetic. Nothing else on our shelves has remained constant during this time. In 2017, it was reported that the ACCC found the dairy pricing system to be outdated and skewed in favour of the processors, while farmers enjoyed no real bargaining power and limited scope to rearrange their businesses and milk contracts to either accurately predict their current incomes or improve their selling options. Our local farmers in Gilmore want to have the ability to future-proof themselves, to build their own resilience, to be able to look after themselves. There is more we can do, and that's why I'll continue to fight for them and their families.